時は戦国末期。日の本すべてを焼いた戦火はいまだに勢い衰えず、山深いアシナの国にも燃え広がっていた。
戦が終わるのか。敵将田村討ち取ったり。
剣聖アシナ一心、国取りの決戦であった。
野良犬が心すらなくしたか。ああ、共に来るか、飢えた狼よ。
そして戦場で拾われた狼は修行の末熟達の忍びとなった。
忍びの掟は忘れまいな。親の次に大事なもの、お前の心に刻むがよい。あれが今日からお前の主だ。命を賭して守る。たとえ奪われるとも必ず取り戻すのだ。よいな、狼よ。
一心の国取りから24年。アシナの国は斜陽にあり、狼の忍びはすべてを失っていた。育ての義父も守るべき主も。
忍びよ、目覚めてください。あなたの主のために。
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Sekiro walkthrough. So, let's pick this up. Oh, fast jump. Ornamental letter, a letter thrown into a well. Kudo's wolf. Your destiny awaits you at the Moonview Tower. Escape from the well and find the tower bathed in moonlight. Even without a blade, you can reach it. Stay silent, stay vigilant. So, our name is Wolf, or Okami, as it's called in Japanese. So, we are without a weapon, but we must escape. So of course, A is to jump, or X if you're playing on PlayStation controller, which I am. So unlike Dark Souls, this game has much more jumping controls than Dark Souls, and verticality is a huge part of this game. And you can also wall jump. So, we must use our parkour skills to escape. Welcome to the Ashina Reservoir. Now, thing about this game that's different from Dark Souls is that it's much more stealth focused, so we must be sneaky. So we can hug the wall here with square. Here we go. These markings on the wall will indicate where you can hug the wall, and you can also shimmy across. And you can also peek around the edge with left stick. And there are some enemies there, so we must be careful. We're on very low health as well, so take any hits and we're dead, so we must be sneaky. Stealth. Advance without being seen by crouching in bushes or moving under floors. You do not have a sword at the moment. Use stealth to avoid enemies and head to the Moonview Tower. If you're about to be seen, warning markers will appear above the heads of the enemies.
井戸底におるあの忍び、特に稼いなどしておりませんが、構わぬのでしょうか。
大事ない。刀もなく、気力すらない。奴はもうただのふぬけよ。
That's what you think. So, if you crouch in these bushes, the enemies will not see you. But if they do see you, you'll get multiple levels of warnings. So a yellow warning, which means they're alerted, a red warning, which I believe means they're extra alerted, and then they become fully alerted, I think, if I remember correctly. I've only played through this game twice, but I am still knowledgeable enough to make a walkthrough, but I might be a little hazy on a few details because it's been quite a while. But yes, as long as we stay crouched, they won't see us. Underfloor movement, Wolf can slip into tight spaces such as beneath floors when crouched. So, like over here. Stay in the hedges, stay out of sight, and here we are. And you can also eavesdrop with the D-pad, so let's eavesdrop on these guys.
月見櫓が今宵も月に照らされておる。巫女様はまた月明かりで書をお読みかの。
そうじゃな。まだほんの子供というに、囚われとは気の毒なことじゃ。
ああ、源一郎様も何かお考えがあるのだろうが。
So, that's where we need to go, the Moonview Tower, and our heir is there. So, the voices are all in Japanese, but we have English subtitles, and you can select a dub option, but I'm not going to do that because I watch a lot of anime and I watch it all in Japanese, so obviously I'm not going to pick the dub option. Right, stay here. I see someone over there, let's head over there, while staying out of view. It's not just bushes, but it's also their line of sight, so using that you can also stealth. Let's eavesdrop.
月見櫓の扉はちゃんと閉まっておるか。
閉まっておるが、壁の穴はそのままにしておるぞ。
ああ、そちらは心配いらぬだろう。穴は崖際じゃ、通えるものなどあるまいよ。
Excellent. So, we need to get to that hole in the cliff. So, let's drop down here, and I can't remember if there's full damage in this game or not. I don't think so, but there might be. But either way, it's nowhere near as severe as Dark Souls, because again, you are a shinobi, a ninja. So, what's a little cliff to you? Yeah, I forgot about that. So yeah, you can also hang off edges and climb along them this way. Extra stealthy. And you can also drop down, but not wise to do that here because it's a bottomless pit. So let's just climb up. Stay crouched. Your footsteps will also make noise, but if you're crouched, they won't make any noise. So stay silent, stay stealthy. Jump across this edge. And you can climb up a lot of walls, so always try and explore your options. Can head up here. Nothing up here though, so let's head over here. And you can also grab onto edges in midair. So do that, get across here, and up here. And we need to get up there. So around here. Careful of the guards. Up here. Continue to crouch. And up there. And if you need to get a bit of extra height, you can jump up the wall. And here we are, and there's our heir.
よく来てくれた。久しいな、狼よ。
お迎えに参上いたしました。我が主。
表を上げよ。くさび丸、そなたの刀だ。我が忍びよ。主従の約定に従い、命を賭し、我に仕えよ。
御意。
Kusabimaru, a katana given by Kuro, the divine heir, an heirloom of the Hirata family, a cadet branch descended from Ashina. Once full lost, it has found its way back into the hands of the wolf. The name Kusabimaru beseeches a shinobi's role is to kill, but even a shinobi must not forget mercy, a mantra the blade itself may manifest. So, we have our weapon, we can now start fighting. So, let's talk to our heir.
狼よ、傷を負っておるようだな。そうだ、そなたにこれを託そう。薬水のひょうたんだ。これで傷を癒してくれ。
A healing gourd, a gourd filled with vitality restoring medicine. Resting refills the gourd, made by an apprentice of the extraordinary Dr. Dogen. Though it is strange that the gourd's medicinal waters refill automatically, the seeds within may hold the secret to how it works. So, of course, as we remember from Dark Souls, this is our Estus flask, basically. So, it will heal our health and it will restore when we rest.
さて、そなたの体、その後大事はないか？
その後とは？
あの世のこと、覚えておらぬのか？
はい。
いや、司祭は後にしよう。今は、このアシナの城を脱さねばならぬ。
御意。
堀沿いに進んだ橋の下に、場外への抜け穴がある。一心様より、そう聞いたことがある。まずは、その橋下の抜け穴を見つけてきてほしい。見つけたらそうだな。足の歯笛で合図をくれるか。ほら、昔、聞かせてくれたであろう。こう、ピーッとな。その音を頼りに、そなたのもとへ行こう。狼よ、そなたからも何かあるのか？
これを巫女様に。
それはあの時に。そうか。 気づいていたのだな。
持っていていただきたいのです。
だが、このお守りは今まで苦難を抑え、そなたを守っていた。それを超える苦難など、追ってほしくはない。だからできればこのまま持っていてくれぬか。
So, Kuro's Charm. This is an item that I don't believe is available on a new game, but since I've already beaten the game, it's available to me. So this item is basically a difficulty increase. It's kind of hard to explain exactly what it does at this stage because we haven't seen the combat yet, but it's a difficulty increase. So if we keep it in our care, then the game will be normal, but if we give it to our heir here, it will increase the difficulty by a degree. But with increased difficulty comes increased money and increased XP, because they are two different things in this game, unlike Dark Souls. So I'm going to keep it in my heir because, in my care I mean, because I believe that is the standard new game experience.
わかりました。今しばらくお預かりしておきます。
そうしてくれ。そなたが持っていてくれるならば、私も安心だ。
So of course we have quick items just like Dark Souls, so the healing gourd is the main one we'll be using, but there are many others, so we will get to those when we get to those. And we also have our equipment menu. Oh, that's the remnant menu, ignore that for now. So with the equipment menu, we can equip our items, so we will equip the healing gourd and the homeward idol. So of course, if you've played Dark Souls, you know this is the same as the homeward bone, so it will return you to the last checkpoint. So we will equip that as well, and we can't do anything in these slots yet, but they will be important later. And here is our inventory, so we have our quick items, our key items, and our upgrade materials, because of course there is upgrading to be done in this game, just like Dark Souls. And options and all that, but that's not important. And I will explain what all of these things at the bottom mean later when we get to them. We get to them when we get to them. Right, so before we leave, let us inspect the building a bit more, because who knows? Ah, here we go, there's some stuff. Oh. Get some pellets. These will slowly restore vitality. So these are kind of like life gems from Dark Souls 2, so they're not as good as the healing gourds, but they still do the job, and they're good if you run out of healing gourds. And just like Dark Souls 2 and 3, you don't have that many healing gourds at the start, so these are pretty important. A secret treatment passed down for generations in these lands. Records say it has been used in battle since times long gone, and lent to the famed resilience of Ashina warriors. A pill case full of these pellets will also serve as a battle charm. So keep those handy. We could even equip them as quick items if we want, which we will do so. But hopefully we won't need to use them for a while, because if we have to use them at this stage of the game, that's a bit of a problem. Alright, so let's make our way out. So, posture and death blows. A shinobi aims to break an opponent's posture. Attacking an enemy is one way to achieve this. When an enemy's posture breaks, he is vulnerable to a shinobi death blow. So right bumper to attack, and right bumper after breaking posture to do a death blow. So, differently to Dark Souls, you don't kill an enemy in this game by reducing their health. You can, but it's not very shinobi-like. In this game it's all about death blows, and you do that by breaking an enemy's posture, which isn't the same as their health. So, ooh. And you can also lock on just like Dark Souls. And sorry if you can hear clicking, that's my chair. My chair is awfully clicky. So, let's find the optimal time. And if we sneak up behind this guy, do that! Marvellous. Let's hide, let's hide, let's hide. So, of course, if you sneak up behind a guy, that will also give you a chance to do a death blow. So, stealth is key. Oh, he's seen us. Fuck it, let's just engage him in straight up combat. Wah. Oh god, I didn't heal up before all this. Probably should have done that. If I can remember how to do so. Ah, there we go. The up button on the D-pad. Forgot it was that button. It's a bit different to Dark Souls. So what I did there was I parried, because just like Dark Souls you can parry attacks in this game with the left bumper. The difference between this game and Dark Souls is that parrying is extremely important in this game. It's the main way to break an opponent's posture. So the way to do it, press L and press left bumper when the enemy is about to attack you, and then you can break their posture. There you go, deflection. Sometimes relentless attacks are not enough to break an enemy's posture. So of course you can also do it by just attacking them and breaking their guard down, just like Dark Souls, but it's not the most effective way to do it. So deflecting enemies' attacks is another way to damage their posture. A Master Shinobi uses a combination of deflect and attacks to achieve swift victory. So I'll demonstrate once more. Wait for it. There we go. So you deflect the attack right as it's about to land, and then you follow up with a quick attack with the right bumper, and then you can deal a death blow. And when that big red dot appears, that shows that a death blow is available. So that's what you're looking for. So stealth is obviously the optimal way to do this, but you don't have to. You can just go in guns blazing, but it's more shinobi-like to use stealth. So I'm going to see if I can do it here. And of course you can also lock onto your opponent just like Dark Souls. And of course that is recommended. So I could try and stealth these guys, but it's probably going to be a bit hard, but I'll try. There's many ways you can approach every situation in Sekiro, so you're free to experiment. Oh. Yep, that indicator shows that they're somewhat alerted. And if it turns yellow, it means they're alerted. If it turns red, it means they've seen you, so stealth is no longer an option. And you can also drop down on enemies like this. There you go. That's another way to take them down, drop down on them from above. What? What? Yep. What? Ooh. So of course you saw there that he has health, and that health will kill them if it reaches 0, but it's not recommended to do so. So, need to deflect him here. What? What? There we go. Easy peasy. So of course you saw there that my attack didn't do much damage, because again, death blows are the absolute best way to do things, and you can also break their posture by just attacking their guard, but again it's not very recommended, because you don't have stamina in this game, but it's not very recommended to just bash through them, because eventually that will bite you. So it's obviously best to parry them. It's good to mix in attacks and parrying, and sometimes you can't really just death blow them, because sometimes you can parry them but it won't break their posture, because their posture has to reach 0 in order to death blow. So yeah, it's a mixture of parrying and attacking that will win you fights in this game. It takes a little bit to get used to because it's quite different from Dark Souls, but once you get the hang of it, it's incredibly fun. So I'm going to explore around here some more because there might be some stuff. Sneak up on this guy. They have a very low field of vision, as you can tell. We can explore quite a bit of this area, but not yet. There are items that we need, but later we will be coming back here to explore it in greater detail, but that will have to wait till later. We must press on. So, up here, there's this guy, Leader Shigenori Yamauchi. So, counter slash. A counter slash can be performed immediately after deflecting an attack. This allows you to deal positive damage without giving the enemy time to recover. So left bumper at the moment the attack lands to deflect, and right bumper after deflecting for a counter slash. So this guy's not a boss, this guy's a mini boss. So as you can see there, one deflection is not enough. That didn't break his posture, so I must keep deflecting. And I can also block his attacks, so if you don't land it exact, it does just block, but that also reduces your posture. So that bar at the bottom is actually my posture and not his posture. There you go, that's his. And that was a counter slash there. And you can also spam the parry button a bit, but it's not recommended to do so. It's better to do it cleanly, because that will be better use. Because you don't have stamina in this game, but your posture basically is your stamina. And if your posture breaks, the enemy can do a big attack on you, and that's the difference. So yeah, it's all about It's all about correctly parrying their attacks and following up your parries and breaking them down until eventually you can do a death blow. Just like that. But you see there, that doesn't kill him because he's a strong enemy, so he has more than one health bar. So we need to do 2 death blows to kill him. Some powerful opponents require multiple death blows to kill. The number of death blows required to kill an enemy is shown by the red circular markers above their vitality bars. Each death blow removes 1 marker. So we need to do that same thing again. Rinse and repeat. Here. You can also be aggressive, but that also gives the enemy option to attack you. So it's all about being patient and fighting smartly. And there we go. What? Yeah. And we get a pellet. Excellent. And I'm going to use a pellet because my health is a little low. So there are multiple kinds of attacks you can do. You can do a counter slash, which does good damage to the posture, and you do that after parrying. You can also attack their guard, but it doesn't do as much posture damage if you just attack their guard. And you can also just attack them straight up, which doesn't do posture damage, but it does health damage. So that's okay, but it's not really useful. Because again, you're not looking for health damage, you're looking for death blows. And we get a fistful of ash. Ash gripped into a hardened clump. Throw it in an enemy to temporarily distract them. In Ashina, the snow falls thick, and thus the hearth runs thick with ash. So we can use that as a distraction, but not always useful. I never really use that, but it can be used if you need to break an enemy's patrol, because sometimes there will be difficult patrols where that can definitely come in handy. And this door does not open from this side, so we must find a different path. So of course we are a ninja, so we must find the stealthy path. So this wall of course can be gripped onto. Here we go. And we can climb up there, but is it the best way? There are multiple ways to approach multiple levels in this game. Like we can also go down there if we wish, but I'm gonna go this way. And there we go. We can climb there and we can eavesdrop what these guys got to say. So we need to find that secret passage. And there's a bird there, but he will not be a threat to us. Stealthily. Oh, that's not a bird, that's a dude. Yeah. What? So these guys are small dudes, and they're not very powerful, so they're quite easy to break the posture of. But yeah, weak enemies, usually you can just bash through their guard and it's fine. And you will get stronger as the game goes on, which makes it easier to do that. But some enemies need to be fought carefully because they are strong. And if you just try bash through them, you'll get bashed through yourself. Here, get another pellet. Drop down here. And down here is the passage. This appears to be the escape route. Call the divine air with the reed whistle. I will indeed.
Okamiをよく見つけてくれた。さあ、参ろう。
御意。
血の定めから逃れることしかできぬとはな。この城を出ていずこへ参ろうか。まずはアシナの国を離れるか、あるいはどこかに身を隠すか。そなたはどう思う？
御意のままに。
御意か。そなたは変わらぬな。いや、懐かしいと思うてな。さあ、参ろう。行こう。ここを抜ければ、アシナの場外だ。
Indeed. Wolf isn't much for words. He exists for one reason and one reason only, and that's to serve his heir. Just like a loyal ninja should. Oh. And what is this?
Ashina, Mikoよ。叔父上の墓前以来か。
源一郎殿。私はすまぬ。
お任せを。
邪魔立てするか、巫女の忍びを。足の源一郎、
Welcome to our first boss fight, Genichi no Ashina. So, whether we win or lose this fight doesn't change. The result will always be the same, but you can try to win if you want.
"忍びとてこの程度か。巫女はもらっていくぞ。